leave my name. Hey guys, welcome back to Monastic Moments. I know I'm being all goofy and all of that. I have some explaining to do. For you guys that noticed that I've been away for a hot minute, thank you for checking up on me. Thank you for your messages on WhatsApp, Instagram, trying to find out what's going on with me. By the way, if you're new here, welcome. This is Monastic Moments. Honestly, work has been crazy. And when I say work has been crazy, it's not like crazy bad, it's just been crazy busy. It's like where I would have just 1 or 2 projects, now I've got like, I don't know, I can't even count, project, service request, all of that going on all at the same time. So by the time it's Friday, all I want to do is literally shut my laptop, just take a chill pill and enjoy my weekend, because this life, I don't come this life to come suffer. Just juggling work, juggling the demands of a 1-year-old. They're so demanding, I know, for gonna lie, they're so demanding. But yeah, I'm back. I'm just gonna say, oh, by the way, how cute is this? I do all of these by myself. By the way, this leads me to my next point. I've got a sweet video for the ladies coming out on Wednesday. You don't want to miss it. It's a lifestyle video. Make an effort. Cooking is still my passion, but I like a little bit of amebo and tatafo here and there. So let's see how we get on. Now, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Please like, comment, hit the notification bell. Alright, and for those of you who come back over and over again, I must say a really big thank you. I really do appreciate you all. So today we are going to be making macaroni and cheese. And it's going to be baked mac and cheese. This is the pasta we're going to be using. This is macaroni. I got these from Sainsbury's. So I live in the UK, I live in London, and I got these from Sainsbury's. Now I checked Tesco. These are elbow pasta, by the way, but macaroni, but the elbow ones, the small elbow ones. I find these are actually best for making mac and cheese, but I actually also like the curly pasta. I like those as well. This whole bag was £1 at Sainsbury's. They've got a smaller bag, and that's 50p. So in these, let's get started. This is really easy. It's a very easy recipe to follow through, but as usual, the result is amazing. So without further ado, let's get our pasta going. The pasta's calling my name. Enough of the goofing around. Let's get to cooking. Alright, so we are going to need cheese for this recipe. It is mac and cheese after all. I've got 3 different cheese here. I've got some cheddar, I've got some orangey cheese to give this the mac and cheese a little bit of color, and I've also got some Gruyere cheese as well. I'm going to put all of these in the description box below. I've got half and half here, so this is half milk and half cream. It's double cream, by the way. I've got some butter, and I've also got some seasoning. So I've got paprika, black pepper, and some garlic salt. And of course, we're also going to need some flour. I already showed you the pasta earlier, but there it is again. We're going to also use macaroni as well. So let's move on to the next stage. So I've just added some water to my saucepan. I'm going to add some salt and leave this to boil before I go on to add my pasta. I haven't put in any oil in the water or to the boiling pasta. So what you want to do is just make sure this is boiled and it still has a bite, so you don't want to fully cook the pasta at all, because it's still going to cook when you bake it in the oven. So please be mindful that the pasta is not overly cooked. Next, in a pan, I'm just adding some butter. I need the butter to melt. First of all, You could decide depending on the quantity of mac and cheese you want to use. You could use 100 grams of butter or 150 grams. This is less than 50 grams of butter I'm using. So as soon as this is melted, I'm just adding some flour. All of this is done over low heat, by the way, not medium, not high, but low heat. Now, as soon as I've just added the flour, I'm just going to go in with my whisk, because what I want to do is ensure that the flour and the butter are well mixed together. Very important. You continue to whisk away so that you don't have clumps in there. Next, I'm just going to add my half and half milk and cream. I'm just going to put half of this in here now. And again, I'm just going to continue mixing away because I want all of this to be very well incorporated. And another reason why I'm doing this over low heat is if you do this over high heat, it's just going to stick really, really quickly, and you don't want that at all. Again, you just want to continue mixing and whisking. So I've just swapped out the whisk for a spatula. Next, I'm just going to go in with my seasoning. It's very important as well when you put in your seasoning to taste. So what I'm just trying to do again is just mix. You could do away with the paprika, but I actually do like the taste it gives my mac and cheese. Plus, it also adds a little bit of color as well. And again, just another reminder, I cannot overemphasize this. Low heat, please. So next, I'm just going to go in with the cheese, a little bit of my orangey cheese, a little bit of my Gruyere cheese, and a little bit of my cheddar. I'm not going to add the cheese all at once because, again, I do not want lumps and clunks in here. I'm just doing it gently. So slow and steady is the mantra for this recipe. There's no need to hurry. We're not going anywhere. We're here. We're getting this done, and we're taking our time. And again, taste as you go along. I have been tasting frequently just to make sure I've got enough salt and pepper in there. And trust me when I say it's actually really, really amazing tasting. It's really, really nice. And again, just mix until the cheese is melted. And look at it, it's got that sort of like stringy feel to it, and that's exactly what you want. Now remember, I cooked the pasta al dente, so it still has a bite to it. It's not well done. And next, what I'm doing at the moment is just adding my pasta to my mix. I've turned off the burner, by the way, so it's not on. Even though you can see some lights, I didn't turn it off from the socket. It's not on, it's been turned off. So I'm just taking my time to make sure that the pasta is well mixed together. You can see this is already giving me some yummy vibes. Now, I haven't put all the pasta in at once because I like to be able to do things in stages. That way I'm able to mix it in properly, where, you just put all of the pasta in at once. It takes a bit of, human strength and effort to mix. So this is well mixed together now. I'm still taking my time just to ensure that the pasta and my sauce is well incorporated together. I haven't made my sauce too much. It's a personal preference. You could decide to make a lot of sauce if you want. Next, in a baking dish, I'm just adding some butter to the bottom of the dish. This is a personal preference. Again, you could do without if you want to. Next, I'm just going to add in my macaroni and cheese mix. It's time to bake, but first I'm slowly adding this into my baking dish. And again, the spatula is very important, or if you have a really flat serving spoon, it's very important, because what you want to do when I make my mac and cheese, I always like it when it's like sort of like cakey, so sort of like clumped up together when it comes out from the oven. So what I try to do is just ensure that there's no spaces in between the mac and cheese I'm just patting it down gently with my spatula. It's very important you also do this as well. Just pat down and take your time with it. Again, slow and steady is the mantra for this particular recipe. And then when you're done with all of the gentle loving and patting, it's time to add the rest of the cheese. For this stage, you could do away with the orangey cheese if you prefer. I actually like the color it gives my mac and cheese when it's done baking. And what I'm just doing at the moment is ensuring that I spread out the rest of the cheese on the surface of this dish. Some recipes would use breadcrumbs. Some recipes would also use bacon as well. I like mine a little bit old-fashioned. Next, it's time to pop this in the oven. Now, you could bake this for 25 to 30 minutes, but I had baked mine for 35 to 40 minutes because I like the top to be a little bit crusty, and I'm feeling it for that crustiness. And what I have done is leave it to cool down for a bit. So as soon as it comes out from the oven, you don't want to dig into it. Just leave it to cool down for about 5 to 10 minutes before you get your knife, like I'm doing right now, and just digging in and trying to get this all served up because I am salivating. I've been so patient through this process. It's time for me to eat. I should have left this for a little bit longer, but it's fine. I just need the first taste of this, and look at that. Look at the crustiness on the top. This is exactly how I like my mac and cheese. This is giving me sweet and yummy vibes. Thank you so much for watching. If you really enjoyed this recipe, please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment. Mwah. Bye.